Hello, welcome to another English Sparkling with Tweedy video. I am revisiting a wine that I have previously featured on the channel that may have actually been a different vintage, and I think the previous time it was a faulty bottle, which was a shame because this, I believe, is a very well regarded producer, and as I've probably said in a recent video, it can happen to anyone. Black Chalk, they're based in Hampshire. There was a lot of buzz, I remember a few years back, about this producer. They seem to be getting loads of awards and plaudits and general praise from the industry. This is their classic cuvee. It's the 2022 vintage, possibly last time it was a 2020. I don't really remember. I had a quick read of the blurb on the back. Pinot Noir, Chardonnay and Pinot Meunier, so I assume there is more Pinot Noir than there is of either of the other two. I think I read somewhere that they don't do malolactic fermentation, so this is going to be brisk and zingy, I imagine. Malolactic fermentation, as a reminder, that additional type of fermentation that turns that malic green apple type acid into lactic creamy acid, so it's something that often wine producers will do, particularly in England. Places like Knighton would do this to tone down some of the really extreme acidity, but here they've just let it run. It's the Test Valley, isn't it? Hampshire. Is that chalky? Might be chalky, don't know. Certainly that area has a certain amount of chalk. Well, the name is Black Chalk, isn't it? It's almost certainly going to be chalky soil, isn't it? It would be ridiculous to call it that and not have it on chalky soil. Nice pale gold. Having said Pinot Noir was first on the list of grape varieties there, perhaps there is a fair amount of Chardonnay in there, but you know, sometimes you can get paler colours from Pinot dominant wines as well. Annoying little fly trying to get on the bottle there. Get your own ESW. Pre-swirl, sort of faint apple, I think. Apple skins, a bit of something autolytic, with something bready there, I think. I'm fairly sure a bit of a swirl will wake that up. Yeah, fresher. I think apple and lemon, mainly, the fruit characters I'm getting there. Nice and clean sort of a nose to that, I would say. Nice, clean, pure expression of apple and lemon. Relatively on the subtle side, but I don't mind that. It's clean and understated. Nice and zingy, certainly not over the top. First reaction to that there. Decent, healthy dose of acidity there, but certainly not one of those extreme zings, extreme acidities. A lot of mineral sensation there on the palate, I think. Almost going slightly saline, getting a lot of that. And all quite dry as well. Lovely mouthfeel to that. One of those wines where it almost levitates off the palate. Very fine bubbles, very fine mousse on the palate. Still getting a huge amount of fruit character on the palate, but everything else there is really quite elegant, quite crisp. And I would imagine this is really quite low dosage. The official tasting notes actually don't talk much about fruit character either, which is interesting. So perhaps the selling point of this is more the other notes, the other aspects of it, the other presentational style, the crispness, the minerality, the sense of purity, which I'm confusing myself with here because normally purity is something I apply to fruit, but it does have this very kind of clean, pure sense to it, I think, somehow. I think the fruit character is still mostly orchardy sort of fruit, orchard fruit, apples mainly. Could even be a tiny bit of pear in there. Pear's always a note I'm slightly reluctant to detect in sparkling wine because that's the realm of Prosecco, isn't it? Maybe, yeah, but it's not offensive, it's all right. Is there something a tiny bit floral in there? Maybe some sort of subtle white flower. Yeah, and a slight creaminess to that. Nice sort of wafery biscuit quality, very light sort of biscuit quality. And there is something about that that is very elegant and stylish. The slightly restrained nature of it, the way it's all very dry and understated and pure. I think I just personally do want a little bit more obvious fruit character. But that aside, very smartly constructed bit of English sparkling, I think. Yeah. Good. Okay, well, I'm not sure what else to add to that, but there you go. Black Chalk Classic Cuvée 2022. Cheers.